Welcome and blessed. Today we are going to talk briefly about Pax Dei. However, describing the game at this point makes no sense. We know that it is a sandbox-type MMO where the player can explore completely freely without NPCs or missions. So let's talk about its strengths and weaknesses from my perspective. Firstly, the construction of the buildings is very versatile and allows creativity to be unleashed. However, these constructions require too many resources and are not always easily accessible, causing many people to choose to build small and simple houses, which greatly wastes their possibilities. Secondly, the combat is very basic compared to other games of this genre. Not being able to use certain weapons due to lack of level greatly limits exploration for those who do not like to forge weapons or armor, forcing the player to have to invest too much time in leveling up in starting areas. Thirdly, it is very positive to be able to access a plot without having to carry out transactions with real money, but the reality is that a single plot greatly limits the possibility of creating a larger structure. Finally, let's talk about freedom. It is interesting that the premise of the game is to create your own adventure, but the lack of guidance can make the game progress extremely slowly. The map is not very clear and sometimes it is difficult to know where we are going. The economy as such does not have a line that allows us to know when a product is expensive or cheap, which is why many different prices can be found assigned to the same product. However, we cannot fail to highlight the care taken in the graphics section and the design of the scenarios. It is very pleasant to see the flora and fauna within the game. In addition to the constant updates, it presents a test that the game will be perfected as time goes by, so it is clear that we are far from seeing its final form. In short, it is a game for those people who love free exploration and the development of structures without any type of guidelines. However, if you enjoy combat, dungeons, and bosses, I couldn't recommend it, at least in this version of it. We just have to wait to see how it evolves and what it transforms into in future versions.